I'm in salad and I saw Scooby Doo. Where are you? Episode 17. That's Snow Ghost. It is produced by Hanna-Barbera. If you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. Sponsored by my Linktree. You can check it out after the review. I got myself a Fansly, so you can go check that out. Alright, the movie starts with the Scooby Gang. I'll tell you a little bit of what's to come in this review. After I review the episode, I'm gonna cover basically from beginning of the season to the end of the season, the main characters. So in their character progression. Okay, so now we're at a snow lodge. We're in the mountains. They have a nice little lodging trip. They're cold, and there's a guy who walks in and is like, "Rrr," and they're like, "Who is that?" And they're like, "I don't know." What's fun about this episode? They go outside and there's a snow ghost and it looks like a Yeti. And if you get caught, you're gonna become a ghost. And so they're being chased. And hilarious how often they're being chased. Get chased into this little cavern area. You meet a guy who thinks that this snow ghost is his fault. Hilarious. I really like the part where we have Velma tied to a log. That was my favorite part. And then we have Scooby Doo like, "Oh, I'm gonna break you out of the chains with the saw," and then like take the saw and the guy's there. And so he has to bend the saw. I like that part. The guy just goes like, "Oh no, I'm like shaking." You know, slapstick like that. Very fun stuff. There's a lot of fun gags involving snow, involving water freezing because it's so cold outside. And I'm just thinking, how warm does Scooby-Doo and gang have to be right now? Because, I mean, they're running around. It's cold outside. They're sledding away from danger. They sled in front of this guy, and then behind him, and then front of him again. Even do like loop-de-loops in the air. That was fun. And then, wow, we gotta find out more of what's happening. What is this guy? Who is this guy? And with the nice little hijinks shenanigans, there's a fun sequence of all of them crashing into this little snow pile, and the snow ghost is revealed to be like the second guy who's introduced, which is fun. And it's like, oh wow, they solved the mystery. This episode I felt was a little like, it's kind of unlike the other Scooby-Doo episodes, because I think this one has a lot more like moving parts. So, oh, we're going to a place. Oh, there's a ghost there. Oh, we're getting chased by a ghost. Oh, we go to a cavern. Oh, there's a guy in the cavern who thinks it's his fault, which I haven't seen in other Scooby-Doos, but, you know, they're always talking to somebody, but there's always some hijinks involving the monster. And then the guy's like, "Oh, I don't know. I think it's my fault." And then it's ultimately not his fault, which I'm glad and I'm happy about. I think the snow ghost is kind of stupid. Not gonna lie. I mean, what was your plan, Snow Ghost? Turn other people into a ghost? What was your plan? Trying to like kick people off this resort, not make money? I don't understand what your plan was, dude. Have a better plan, please, because I feel like if you thought this out, I don't know, maybe did it a different season, not the winter time, it might be a little bit easier to get what you want. But this episode was a very slapsticky one. I feel like this is probably the episode with the least amount of plot. And by that I mean, there's moving parts, there's a lot of elements to this episode. But like, in between these elements, there's just, oh, we're gonna do some funny stuff with the monster. That was fun. I enjoyed this episode a lot of fun gags that I enjoyed. And they ultimately solved the mystery. There's a hollow logs of dynamite. That's no good. Also, Scooby-Doo becomes a beaver. That was my favorite part of the episode. He just starts chomping on some wood and then spits out that wood. I'm like, oh boy, that's hilarious. All right, now it's time to rank them. Okay, so we have, start with, let's see, Fred. Fred at the beginning. Very, what is it called? Leadership. Fred at the end, very leadership, but he's kind of like more quippy about the shortcomings of everyone involved. He's just like, haha, Shaggy, oh, you goof. You're just scared, haha, funny stuff like that. Versus I feel like Fred would have not called him out in the first episode. And then we have Daphne. She's definitely a damsel in distress type. In this like closer towards the end of the season though. I feel like she's like less dependent on others. Like she has like her own ideas and contributes more and more as the season gets further along. And then I feel like Velma didn't really have much of a personality in the first episode outside of how smart she is. And throughout like the rest of the season, she just gets like, what is it called when somebody's like sarcastic, mean girl, smart, mean girl, stuff like that. That's fun. And then Shaggy and Scooby, both hungry all the time. I feel like their appetite has increased. Shaggy is getting kind of annoyed with Scooby taking his food all the time. And I feel like they have like more of a bickering style when it comes to, you know, when they steal food from each other. But ultimately, I feel like they're the best scaredy pals that exist all around. I gotta give this episode a solid, what's the solid number? Oh yeah, I'll give it a 6.7 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review request at patreon.com/ASEPresents, $20 a month. One movie review per 1 month, $3 a month for how to draw Pokemon tutorials posted there early on patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you go to the link tree. Really helps the daily grind. You can help find ways you can help support the daily grind at this link tree. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later for my salad croutons and bacon bits.